Good morning. It's so good to have you here in class today. So let's take a look at what our lesson is going to be. We are going to look at 3 as a factor. But as you know, when we use multiples of 3, those are the products that we have when we are multiplying by a factor of 3. So let's take a look at more how this works. So let's take a look at multiples of 3. As you know, when we count by threes, we are adding a group of 3 each time we add one more 3 to that sequence of numbers. So we start off with 0, we add one group of 3. So if we have 0 groups of 3, we have 0. If we added a group of 3, if you notice down there at the bottom, we start at 0 on our number line. If we have one group of 3, on our number line, you can see that that's one group of 3 that's being added to the 0, which is 3. Two groups of 3 is going to be 6 on our number line. Another group of 3 added to our sequence would be 3 groups of 3, which is 9. 4 groups of 3, we add another group of 3, that would be 12. And basically what we're doing is we're using our understanding of repeated addition to add another group of 3. So 5 groups of 3 would be 15. And so now let's take a look at using our multiples of 3 to find the product. And we're also going to use the manipulatives of square tiles. So we have our multiples of 3 down below. We have one row of 3 is 3, but if you notice, before we even said one row of 3, there were no tiles on our page. So 0 groups of 3 would be 0. One row of 3 is 3, so we have a row of square tiles to show or represent that. 2 rows of 3 is going to be 6. So we added another group of 6, or excuse me, another group of 3. 3 rows of 3 is going to be 9. We add another group of 3. 4 rows of 3 is going to be 12. And 5 groups of 3 is going to be 15. So when we skip count, or when we add groups of 3 5 times, then we are going to get 15 as our product. And if you notice, 15 is on our series or sequence of multiples of 3. So now let's look at using the square tiles or units on a grid to determine the product. So this is just another tool to use to be able to find our product using our multiples of 3. So we have a grid. And our multiplication equation is 3 times 7, or 3 rows with 7 in each row. So if I were going to show or represent this on a grid, I would have 3 rows and 7 square units, or 7 squares in each row. And to decide how to find my product, of course I could use repeated addition of 7 plus 7 plus 7. And when I add 7 plus 7 is 14, plus another group of 7 is going to be 21. So 21 is going to be our product, since 7 plus 7 plus 7 is equal to 21. Now we could go and count each square to determine our product, but it's so much easier if we were able to count by 7s or count 7 groups of 3. Remember, you can always switch your factors to find a product. That is the order property of multiplication. So using these ideas, we can So now let's take a listen to a number rock video that helps us remember or memorize our multiples of 3.
Yeah, number rock here. I know you ready. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Are you ready for this? It's time to pump a little bass, pump it right in the mix. You count my numbers today. Come on, ready? Let's go. Let's go. We rock. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Number rockets got the tricks to count by threes, so tap along with the mix. Hey, come on. Hey, let's go. And we got the numbers down. Hey, let's turn it up a little bit. Yeah. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 is 12, 5 times 3 is 15, 6 times 3 is 18, 7 times 3 is 21, 8 times 3 is 24, 9 times 3 is 27, 10 times 3 is 30, 11 times 3 is 33, 12 times 3 is 36, 3, 6, 9, and 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and 36. Oh man. That's right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Number rockets got the tricks to count by threes, so tap along with the mix. Hey, come on. Hey, we count, hey, and we got the numbers down. Let's turn it up a little bit. Woo. Oh man. That's right.
Okay, so now what I want to do is take a look at our assignment for today.
Yeah.
This is going to be in our hardback book on 3 as a factor, lesson 2-6. You are going to be on page 144 and 145 of your hardback book. Remember, this is your hardback book. You're going to need a piece of lined paper and a pencil. So on page 144 and 145, you are going to work on problems 1 through 18 and numbers 29 through 33. When you are working on 1 through 18, I would like for you to use a type of strategy to figure out what your product is for each one of your problems. You can use repeated addition. You could use an array. You could use an array using possibly a grid, or you could also use square tiles to also help you with anything that you might need help with. Those of you who are online, you have square tiles in your packets from the last time, so you can always use those as well. So please use something to help you with your assignment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a message in Schoology and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a very great day.